And to get the very latest on this, we're joined by our reporter Stephanie Freid, who's with us from Tel Aviv. Welcome, Stephanie. Good to have you with us. So John Kerry has spoken with the Palestinian President Abbas for about an hour, we understand, on Sunday, but no details have yet been revealed. I guess reviving Israeli-Palestinian peace talks was believed to top the agenda. What's the current climate surrounding the potential for peace talks?
Well, Edwin, surrounding the potential, the climate on the ground is pretty much one of negativity. People aren't hopeful. They feel that they've seen this sort of thing. They've seen Secretary of States come and go in this region for decades, and they're literally decades, and they're not really hoping for anything new. On the streets of Palestine this morning in Ramallah, Palestinians were saying, even using harsh terms, saying the American administration is lying to them. They don't believe that they're going to see a renewal of peace negotiations with the Israelis. Now, an anonymous Palestinian source said that in that meeting yesterday between the Secretary of State and President Abbas, the Palestinian president issued some preconditions to entering into talks with Israel. Some of those include Palestinian control over some areas of the Palestinian land, the different designated areas, according to an agreement in the 90s signed between Israel and the Israelis and Palestinians. Also, that the Palestinian president was asking again for a settlement freeze, for a release of hunger strikers, and for a promise for Israel not to withhold tax revenues. Of course, Israel has said they will not go into peace talks with preconditions. So the feeling on the street of being stuck, there it is. There you have it. If that is indeed, those were the conditions. Secretary of State Kerry has yet to meet with Netanyahu, Prime Minister Netanyahu. He will meet with him on Tuesday, depending on what comes out of that. Talks will justify or not justify the feeling on the street.
And Stephanie, briefly, earlier Kerry was in Istanbul to discuss the peace talks, to discuss peace in the Middle East with the Turkish officials there. What role can Turkey play in Middle East peace talks?
Well, in the Middle East, in the region in general, the issue basically is to get Israel and Turkey back on equal footing, back on good terms. They've been on not good terms. They've broken ties since 2010. So Secretary of State Kerry's, following President Obama's visit, is urging the two sides to come back together again. It looks like that may be in the works. A delegation from Israel is headed to Turkey later this week to talk about some terms for the two sides repairing.
Oh, well, we've lost the line there by the sounds of it, so we'll have to leave Stephanie Freid there reporting to us from Tel Aviv.